Hello sisters, welcome to my channel. My name is Mo and I am a traditional woman in a modern society. On my channel, I will be posting videos on traditional womanhood, femininity, tips and tricks, beauty, lifestyle, and how to practice being a virtuous and high value woman. Every single week, we will learn how to be more feminine and traditional and how to get rid of self-doubt, as well as how to step into the woman of God that God created us to be. Step into your divine purpose. As women, we are so versatile, but we need to realize how to be able to use our skills and talents in order to help mankind, as well as to elevate ourselves and each other. Be sure to subscribe so that you can get notified of new content, as well as comment below to introduce yourself. Please do connect with me. So today is Modest Monday. If you didn't catch my first episode of Modest Monday, I was with my sister Fiona, and we were just having a chat about why we became more modest and the things that we've learned throughout our lives. If you have not checked out my first video, please do check it out. I will be putting a link either below or somewhere in this video so that you can check out that conversation and comment below as to what we could have talked about more. But today, this is just me. I'll be going into more depth as to why I became more modest. Modesty. Modesty is a type of traditional dress or a type of fashion that is more centered around covering up the most revealing or intimate parts of a woman and not to sexualize ourselves. So this could be in the form of wearing head wraps as well. We cover our heads, and as well as covering your cleavage, your shoulders, your arms for some people, going down to our midriffs, our bodies, and going down all the way to our hips, ankles, and feet. So from head to toe, we can be modest in any sort of way, but there are standards to modesty that we need to understand. A lot of times when we talk about modesty, it becomes more of a negative topic, or a topic that is under the idea of oppression, that women that are more modest are oppressing themselves and we are hiding who we are. We are not hiding who we are. The reality is this world is really sexualizing women, and when I became more open to not wanting to be in that type of mindset and attract that type of attention, we need to realize that nudity and also revealing more of ourselves is not liberation. I mean, if we have to exchange attention by focusing on how we look in terms of how we feel that we need attention or gain attention is by revealing ourselves, that is a form of slavery, because in order for us to get attention, it means that I need to expose my body. I need to be more nude, and that is not how I feel more comfortable, especially transitioning from being like a child from the age of 12 to going towards my teenage years and then my young adulthood years. I developed a really curvy body really early. I would say by like grade 7 my body was really more curvy. I had hips. I did definitely have that like small waist, big butt look. And that was the type of attention I was getting, as well as people were telling me I'm beautiful because of that. I look so amazing. I have such a great body. As well as I was getting negative comments sometimes, with the type of environments I was in, maybe from different, look at your body, look at your butt, it's so big, it's so this. So instead of, for a teenager, that is not necessarily the type of look you want to be perceived by, as well as get yourself comfortable in, because it becomes harder as you grow older for us to change the perspective of how we want people to look at us. It was easier to dress more revealing and sexy and get attention in that way, and then try to get people to get to know me, my personality. But a lot of the times, people that know you for how you dress, how you look, or your body are not very interested in the type of person that you are. They're not interested in your personality. They're not interested in our goals and aspirations and dreams. And some of the time it can seem like we're really simple and basic, but we're not being simple and basic. We're being true to who we are. I want people to know and love me for my personality, my compassion, the confidence I have in the way God has created me, but not to expose myself, as well as for people to get to see how much love and kindness I have without a distraction of looking at my body and sexualizing me. When our main focus is getting attention by showing off our bodies and being revealing, we will attract people that will sexualize us. This is a reality. Being a woman in the world that we're in right now, the attention that we get is so important, and the way that people perceive us is really important, especially if you're trying to be perceived as a high value woman, as a traditional woman. Modesty doesn't only begin with our outer appearance, but it definitely begins in our mindset. We need to decide to become modest from our mindset, from our character. So when I decided to become a better woman, to make changes in my life, it had to really become a more of, how am I going to practically do this? So one of the first steps I did was to change my wardrobe. How do I want to be perceived? What kind of attention do I want to attract to myself? What kind of validation is it that we're seeking? Those were questions that I've had to ask myself, especially when coming to picking my wardrobe. Let us not be deceived in thinking that dressing less, more sexual, or more revealing will always work to get us positive attraction, or always work to get us into places that we think we want to be in, as well as to fit in and be more relevant. This type of attention definitely does attract sexualization, and by that I mean by people being attracted to you because of how your body looks, or getting validation because of how much of your body we are showing. We attract the type of people that are only interested in us because of how much we can reveal and how sexual we may look and appealing to them. These type of people will eventually take advantage of us, as well as this type of environment will definitely have a negative impact on ourselves, because we'll have to always be putting ourselves in vulnerable situations that could lead to danger. It's a reality, the type of world that we live in, that there are predators out there. There are people out there that are only interested in what they can get from us and how much we are willing to give to them. It definitely becomes difficult to make meaningful connections, as well as we become a distraction to ourselves. We become a distraction to the causes that we want to push, because people are no longer interested in what we're saying, but what they can see about ourselves, what the cleavage they can see, the legs they can see, the thighs and the butt. And a lot of the time I found that people were not really interested in what I had to say, and what I had to say didn't match with what my look was saying. It's a reality that people judge us by our appearance. Yes, people want to hear what we have to say, but the way we present ourselves is the first thing that people see and the first thing that people judge. We have more to offer than just visual stimulation. When I turned 25, this is definitely what I realized. I was just so tired of the attention that I was getting, the attention that I could get. Not all the time it's that the attention I was getting, but if I wanted a certain type of attention, I knew that, okay, put on a tight dress. If I wanted a certain type of look or a certain type of man to come towards me, we sisters do know what we have to do in our appearance to get that attention. And in true honesty, that is manipulation. It is not correct to manipulate others visually for the things that we want, whether it is materialistically, emotionally, or in a relationship. I definitely did notice there were certain things I no longer wanted to wear anymore. There were certain things I was questioning myself. Why am I wearing this? What kind of attention am I trying to get? And am I being perceived for the person that I am in my inner self? You know, I am a traditional woman by mindset. When the word of God came into my life, it gave me more of that confidence of, yes, this is the woman that God created me to be. I am a virtuous woman. So if we want to be more about that and be those women, we have to definitely display that in the way that we dress. The older I get, I definitely want to have a more classy, refined, and traditional look with a modern outlook on it, modern perspective. I do love fashion, I do love colors, I do love patterns. As you can see, you know, it's not that I want to look frumpy or box my personality. Express myself in a way that expresses more of my mind than of my body. Being modest can be such a fun and creative way to express your traditional womanhood and femininity. Steps I took to becoming more modest is I stopped wearing really tight clothes or any type of clothing that will reveal the shape of my body that was too clinging to my hips. Definitely, as well as to wear necklines that are more revealing, or anything that is plunged or dropped waist as well, revealing my midsection, my stomach. If I am going to wear a crop top or something that is a shorter top, I will wear a high-waisted skirt, a high-waisted pants. I incorporated more flowy dresses. There was also a time in my life where I really used to only wear jeans and pants. When apple bottoms, I had apple bottoms. When apple bottoms came out, I was really about, okay, wear the type of jeans that accentuate your behind. But when I think about being more modest and traditional, that's not the type of look that I'm going for anymore. So stopped wearing ripped jeans, stopped wearing skinny jeans. And if I do wear a pair of jeans that is tight, instead of wearing a tight top, I will wear a more flowy top, a blouse, or one of those long type of shirt dresses that will definitely cover my hips or the shape of my hips. I stopped wearing leggings like they were pants. There was definitely a time I got into this trend of wearing leggings and crop tops, or leggings and tops that just barely cover our hips. I have completely stopped doing that. So I do wear leggings, but I will wear them underneath a dress that I feel is maybe too short, or if I feel like I need more layers and coverage. If it's a bit cold outside, leggings are an addition to an outfit. They are not the whole outfit. To be more modest is really to incorporate more of your feminine style. So I incorporated more flowy and feminine dresses. Bright colors and patterns are a way that I express myself. Creative. The Lord has given us many different materials, and even in the Word of God, the way that women used to adorn themselves wasn't to sexualize us, but to show the beauty. The Lord describes us as delicate women. Being modest does not have to be boring. It does not have to be a change in your life that takes away from your life, but adding to it. Sisters, it is such a joy to be able to dress in a way that I'm comfortable with, but also that I feel beautiful in. When we are more revealing, or when I am dressed more sexual, I may get the attention of being beautiful, but I do not feel always comfortable in it. Maybe I'll have to always be pulling down my dress. There's certain things that as women have to put up with if we choose to dress in a more sexual and less modest way. We want to be different. Our actions matter. Our behavior matters. To be high value, we really need to step into what it means, the principles of it, the appearance of it, and the perception of it. So my sisters, I've had great joy in speaking about this topic. I am always delighted to share on how the Lord has changed my mind, how I have become more traditional. On my channel, I will be sharing more ways, tips, tricks, and ideas on how to be more modest, how I have changed my wardrobe, And comment below, subscribe, let me know what you think. What kind of styles would you like to see? Definitely if you would like me to do more tutorials and how to get into being more modest, how to change your closet. There are specific things that I did to change my closet, and if you would like to know more, subscribe, let me know. And thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for giving me a chance to speak up, and thank you for getting to know me.